Pop?
Yeah.
Ooh, with no effort. It's good. Kenny.
Yeah.
Did you get a hold of Jackson?
I got the message on my phone. I have to call Jamie and go today.
Even if you got to ask him who's out there.
I have friends that stay there too. I got a friend that's a resident.
freaking shot on about 10 times yesterday.
Drive.
You didn't drive more.
No, on that one, but the other one.
Not really. Drive.
There you go. The only reason why it doesn't feel right to me sometimes is because you don't drive. Because you're getting in and you're like leaning into it. You're like this and you're like leaning into it instead of driving. Yeah, but you can still score here. My head was up the whole time. Here, came here, came here. There was none of this. My head was up the whole time. Oh, now do a combination. When you go off your over under to your slap, and you slap me down, where is it?
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, let me see. I'm here.
So when you slap me down, right there. Now, see right here. You're pulling me right down, and you're feeling this duck on this side, right? And your hands are getting locked, and now it's even more dangerous. Instead, you feel the duck on this side, pull the head down there. Right there. There's no duck there. That's what was happening with Carpenter yesterday. What do you say? What? Okay.
Head's on the opposite side that I'm used to, but
That's how those shots work. You ready to just pick it up a little bit? Like throw, shots, hand fight. Get ready. After this go, we'll go a hard go. All right, like a hard hand fight go. We won't go a hard wrestling go. I'm gonna grab a quick drink. Gotta go. Just training yourself to hesitate.
Because I don't feel it.
Well, then you gotta gear up and go. You gotta get where you wanna be.
I mean, I feel it.
I mean, walk into it with your arms. You're down, walk into it with your arms. You know, don't go until you're ready to go, but you gotta train yourself. Multiple guts. What are you waiting for to turn? You gotta go. You gotta go. I can't coach you to go. You gotta go. It's hard work on top. To the extreme, and then in the match, you know, if you don't feel it, you don't go. But it really, the ideal is to take down and a turn, especially with the rules. Take down and a turn and a turn and a turn without unlocking your grip. Multiple guts, and because of the takedown, because of the new rules. I mean, you have to get that in your head. No hesitation. So that's what we'll do now. I'll flow on you. You execute takedown. We'll do like 4 sets. Gotta be explosion without hesitation. Good. Gear up on your feet. Regrip. Gear up on your feet and go. Gear up and drive. You gotta get your feet underneath you. Get locked. You gotta get your feet underneath you. Step on my ball sack. There you go. Now drive. I feel like my shoulder's slipping off. You have to get an iron vice grip lock, keep your hips underneath you and try. Hips gotta be on my hips. Hips gotta be on my hips. If your hips slip or your shoulder slips, then you start over. But that doesn't mean that you don't re-grip. Right, so you were going, go ahead. You were going and you slipped a little bit, let's say, slip a little bit. All right, now I got a better bite for my defense, so you're gonna have to re-grip back on top. Re-grip. Get your shoulder, now drive forward and pop. There you go. See, that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take two, 3 efforts. 2, 3 efforts in a row. Grab a drink. I really feel like roll right off my shot. If I don't hesitate, I feel real good. But as soon as I stop for a second, I just. Even if I turn down, like I give you the one, if I give you the one, you still gear up and go. You got to find a way to find your sweet spot and go. Critical.
I feel like my back's pretty tight.
Yeah. The thing is, you have a good gut. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and, blow smoke up your butt. You got a good gut, but it needs work. It needs work from a hesitation point of view. You need to explode into your turn. You need to attack it like you're attacking on your feet.
How's it going, Tom Brands?
Good.
You got a big tool in the barn these days.
Yeah, got a good guy for our program, and he fits in real well with what we're trying to do here from a style point of view. I think the whole theme this year for our team is we're not trying to so much make it a win-loss column from a success point of view. Win-losses, we're looking at it from a style point of view to develop that style, because we do have some young guys, and we have some young guys coming in too. We have a good recruiting class that he obviously had a lot to do with, but we need to establish ourselves from a style point of view, and that's where he helps tremendously. I remember the first time I had a one-on-one session with him when he was his first year in college. It was, it was early in the school year, of course. It was first or second day of school. And he came in, his eyes were big. The lights weren't even on, that's how early it was. And we ended up drilling in the half dark, and it wasn't a routine session. It was one of those things where he was soaking in everything, not just his eyes and his ears, but his fiber was soaking in everything around him. There were a lot of questions. And what I thought was going to be a routine freshman initiation session turned into something a lot more special than that, just because of his hunger for knowledge. And I knew that it wasn't going to be automatic, but I also knew that his hunger would create something special if he could maintain that intensity over the course of 300, 400, 500 days. And that's what happened.
Is he titanium?
Yeah. He's very durable. He has the same injuries, nicks, bruises as everybody else. He has the same aches and pains, but you just don't hear about them and you don't see them.
Schwab, do you ever think of your competition?
Do everything in my competition? Every day. I mean, no matter what I'm doing, if I'm drilling, if I'm on the bike, I'm thinking about, one of my opponents right beside me, no matter if it's American, Russian, Bulgarian, whoever it is, I'm shooting to be the best, and I'm training with the best, in the world, and I plan on being the best in the world. And I think you have to have something. You have to have a visual. You have to have someone in your sights, no matter who it is. And there's some Americans in my sights, and there's a lot of Europeans, a lot of foreigners. There's a good Russian, there's a good Bulgarian. There's a lot of good guys out there that I want to put a nod in their head, and I want to go out there and I want to have a chance to wrestle them. I want to have a chance to wrestle them, and if I go out there and wrestle hard, wrestle the best of my ability, and keep improving like I have been, with my coach Tom Brands, and I think good things will happen.
What do you think your competition thinks when you thinks of you when they see you? Hold on. What do you think? Hold on a second. Like Schwab, when someone steps on the mat with you, what do you think they see? What are they scared? What are they thinking?
I know they're thinking they're gonna have to wrestle, the full 2 minutes, full 4 minutes, 6 minutes, however long the match is. They know they're gonna have to wrestle for that amount of time, and if they let up, I'm gonna take advantage of it. So, I think that plays on a guy's mind. And I think they know when they step out there, I'm gonna come across, I'm gonna put my hands on them, I'm gonna make them work. And I guess with the way the rules are and the way it is, I gotta come out and first score mentality. And that's what they're gonna be thinking. There's gonna be a freaking, they're gonna go through a tornado, they're gonna go through a war, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm bringing.
Go one more period, that'll be it. Right? I mean, for your... That, run me right on the bottom. Right there, yeah. Make me have to wrestle here. I'm holding. Well, you got in a good position and I was fighting and you were just kind of holding instead of, you know, like if you're fighting me hard here. See where I'm at?
Looking each other, right?
Yeah. Not explode because then you get whipped.
What if, I mean,
I don't know. It's too early.
the guy's gonna do some acting for sure.
You gotta be hitting shots like you've been hitting. Like you hit
matter.
yesterday, like you were hitting and you're drilling.
Doesn't matter.
Putting the guy down. And I'll tell you what, if you're in on those shots and you're driving me through the edge, you're scoring. And that's where you gotta be. You gotta be on his legs relentlessly. Hand fight, set up, leg attack, finish, hit, drive, and finish.
Ready when you guys
Ready?
second. Yep.
Ready? See that underhook, when you forced it, you snapped me down off it. Better. Your snap was better because of your pressure. I mean, when you started pressuring me, and I didn't feel it. I mean, you were pressuring me wherever. Man, I was fighting it and then you snapped me down. That's when you ended up in your front headlock. That was good. Instead of being just kind of staying there and holding.
Schwab. Why'd you come out here? Shortly.
Tom Brands. Plain and simple. I want to train with the best. If I want to be a world Olympic champ, he's got to get me there. And that's why I came out here. Wouldn't matter where he went, I would come with him.
All the way from Osage, Iowa.
All the way from Osage, Minneapolis, freaking didn't matter. Jupiter, wherever I was at. No matter where he was going, I was going. As long as he wanted me.
Getting Doug Schwab's training.
Am I?
Yeah, how important are you?
I don't know. I think he's pretty self-driven. I think he's going to be successful. When he makes up his mind to do something, he's going to be successful. And he made up his mind a long time ago. He comes from that type of blood with his brothers and the way he was raised, the way he was coached all through the every step. He's always been very determined. And I never really got my hands on him until his first year of college, but you could see that was something that was inside of him that was going to make him good. And like a lot of athletes like that are predetermined to be great, he never was predetermined. It was never automatic with Doug Schwab. It was going to have to come from within, deep within, and because of a lot of hard, smart work. And that's what he's been able to do.
Has he adapted at every level?
He's adapted at every level, and he is excelled at every level except one. He has one more step to go, one more notch to get.
Have you been at that level?
I've been at that level.
What's it like?
It's it's something that it's intensely satisfying. You set your your whole life for that outcome. And when it gets there, when you're when you're on the eve, it's just another big event, and you go out and you perform, and you put that notch in your belt.
Being there before, how important is it for him to look up, see you?
I don't know. I think that he's where he needs to be from his point of view, and that's what's important. He's comfortable in this environment. I'm not a real fun guy to be around if things aren't going well. And I think he thrives on being held accountable. I think he thrives when you kick him in the butt when he needs it. And I also think that he knows that and the way that I approach people is that I'm going to give him credit when credit is due as well. So whichever side of the fence he's on, he knows he's going to get a straight read and straight talk from me, and I think that's where he's comfortable. Plus, he has a lot of support from his brothers, his family, mom, dad, girlfriend. A lot of support from a lot of different people. So this really adds to his fiber, so to speak.
Come on, right here, look at me dead in the camera. How important is it to the Virginia Tech program that you have people like this around?
I think we're trying to establish ourselves from a style point of view. Wins and losses aren't important right now. We want to make sure that there is a clear-cut definition on how we want our guys to compete, and Doug Schwab adds to that tremendously.
What type of tool is he?
He's a very durable tool. He's a very loyal tool. He's a very giving tool, meaning that he will pour his whole soul into his athletes as well as his own training. So it reciprocates.
If you had one tool in the barn, what represents him? What does he represent?
He represents hard work. He represents the roots that he came from, the same roots that his brothers came from. Just determined. They didn't come from a lot. What they had was attitude, work ethic, and winning. That's what was important to him, and that's what made him. Yeah, right there. That was good. Yeah, I don't think you had your mind. That's the biggest thing. Attacking the position. Smoko, you ready?
All right, we're ready to roll. Let's back it up and bring it on in here and fight me. Right at me, right at me. Cristona. That's good. That's it, set him up. Same thing right from there.
We're working on skills right now. So you don't have to go 100%. Just move him, flow with you. Good. Smoko, relax a little bit. Give him a better feel.
Okay, shoot your low single. Right here.
shot there. That was a real good shot there. That's like you were hitting Pepper the other day. You weren't patient. That's right there. 2 hands to the leg coming up off. That's a good shot there. Good. Okay, let's drop down to that front headlock, face the camera, and just beat him up and don't go around behind him until it's a sure thing. I mean, really beat him up. Smoke like you're going half hard. Down to the mat, the front mat. Good, even start